everyone, I'm Robert, welcome to HobbyKing, and I have with me today the brand new Avios KingTwin. We are very excited about this model, as I'm sure you are as well. This is the latest release in the Avios line in some time. So again, yeah, we're very excited to have released this and get it out to you. By now you may have seen Stuart's flight review and video, and it's awesome. You can see how well the plane flies, and it just looks beautiful. It's a very simple scheme, obviously ideal for customization. And so, great plane. So today I'm just going to go through putting it together for you. It's a very, very straightforward assembly. Should not take too long, and so let's get into it. Alright, now as Stuart mentioned, we no longer ship full manuals with models, only it's a conservation effort. We're trying to save some trees. They're always available for download on the site, so go to the product page and the manuals and files tab. You can find the manuals for all products. But we have included a quick tip sheet, which is basically just, or a setup guide, which is just shows you the throws, shows you the CG, and you know, a couple of little tidbits of the specs and all that stuff. So again, quick setup guide is included in there for you. And for most of you modelers out there, this is a PNF model. It goes together very straightforward. It's very simple, and so you're not going to have a problem building this plane or assembling this plane. But again, if you do need the manual, it is there for you. Okay, first out, the wings, or the main wing center section. Okay, there she is. You can see the flap detail right there, very nice. All looks really good. Foam quality looks outstanding. Again, this is EPO and it's nice and dense and smooth. Beautiful. Nice scale looking retracts in there. Obviously I'll show all that in detail. Beacon strobe on the bottom there, very nice. Okay. So this is shipped with some bubble wrap over the push rods there, which is you know, just protect them while they're in transit, and actually it just slides off like that. So that's for the flaps, obviously. Pretty cool, very cool setup. All right, right there. Next up we have the wing tips, which are right here. So these just slide in, and they have a clip mechanism, so you can just slide them on there and pop them on, get to the field, so you can transport them without, you know, without them on there. If you have a smaller vehicle and you need to take them off, there you go, you can do it. Okay, here's our vertical stabilizer with our rudder. Very nice. Again, the paint and foam quality on this is outstanding. Very, very happy with it. Looks really good. What do we got over here hiding in this corner here? I bet these are horizontal stabs. And yes, I'm right. Horizontal stabilizers, which most people refer to as elevators, but in actuality the elevator is part of these stabilizers. So here we go. So horizontal stab as a whole, and here's the elevator itself. There we go. Alright. Cool, cool, cool. And last but not least, the fuselage. Let's get that out of there. And yeah, oof, this thing is really, really pretty, gotta say. Of course, I'm a little biased maybe, but you can judge for yourself. Looks like a nice model to me. Check that out. That's really, really nice. Beautiful, beautiful model. Alright, so we got a cabin door there on the side. I don't know, future ModTech Monday video to put that door in there and have somebody jump out of it or something. I don't know. Battery tray. Got some nice Avios straps, battery straps on there for you. Real solid. Steering servo mounted up front there. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah. And again, scale retracts on the front there. Very nice. Everything looks really solidly built and well executed. Looks really good. I am getting really excited. Alright, so props. Okay, these look like 10 by 8 props. Maybe some of the same ones that we've used on some of our other models. The Bush Mule, I'll confirm that for sure. That's certainly what it looks like. So, plenty of spares of these. Woo! Hopefully we won't need them. And we got some hardware down here as well. Alright, so I got the spinners, nose cone. It's all in this bag right here. And wing bolts. So, alright, that's the last of it. I'm going to put this stuff up here. Getting a little crowded here in the workshop slash studio, getting ready for Neat Fair, and I got a lot of planes in here, and every corner is just stuffed. So for those of you that are coming to Neat Fair, obviously you will see this plane. Maybe by then you'll even have one of your own. But if you want to see it, I'm more than happy to show it off for you, fly it for you. So coming by the booth at our tent at Neat Fair. We've been there for the last few years. We even went last year, and it was actually really good. It was a good show last year, even though we were pretty limited due to COVID restrictions and concerns about that, which is perfectly understandable. I get that. But we'll be there this year, full force. All right. So first things first, let's get the wings, the main center section of the wing on. So you just feed the wires in through this hole here. Okay, you'll be able to access those from the front battery hatch, the main hatch there. It does have a UBEC, like most of our other twin aircraft. Okay, so you slot that in there like that. Make sure you got clearance on everything. And then it should just slide right in. And boom. Like that. All right. Now I would take our hardware pack. There you go. So again, this has the spinners, the nose cone, and wing bolts. So wing bolts right here. And there's two other screws in there. I would hazard a guess that those are for the horizontal stab. We're going to find out in a moment. Grab a screwdriver from my trusty tool bag here. What I like about our Avios models is obviously the high-end quality. Those screws go in there, they go into preset nuts inside the fuselage, and they just go straight in. They lock in nice and tight with no fussing, no mussing. It's really great. All right, while I'm here, I'm going to just set these flaps up with their push rods. Obviously, I won't be doing any trimming yet until I get this thing on a radio. But as a quick tip, obviously you always make sure that once you set things up on your radio, that you mechanically, you set all your sub trims to 0 on the radio, you set all the regular trims to 0, and then you mechanically trim all your surfaces, which means that you adjust your push rods to the proper length, and then that way you don't have to use up all your trim and sub trim to make it right. All right. And the idea behind that is that you get the full throw of the servo, you get the full activation, and you're not losing any distance on your throws or anything like that. So again, trim at 0, sub trim at 0 on your radio, set everything up, mechanically trim all your surfaces, and then once you're in the air, you can certainly trim to fly, and then on the ground, maybe sub trim to adjust things again after your first maiden flight. But that's the idea. All right, spin her around. I guess let's put a wingtip on, see how that goes. So wingtips. All right, so the wingtips have nice long carbon fiber rods, okay, and they have a 9-pin DIN like a video cable, like a VGA video cable or plug on them, if you can see that. All right, so that's kind of an interesting thing. I actually had done that once myself on some big planes that needed multi-pin connectors on the wings, and so Avios took my idea. So let's see how this goes in here. All right, so we got an errant piece of foam in there. We'll poke that out. The tubes that the rods go in are metal. These are aluminum. So again, no skimping here. High quality stuff. So that goes in there right like that. Slides in, and you're going to hear the nice snap when you know it's connected. There we go. Okay, and then to release these, you just press on that tab and you're good to go. Okay. And we'll do the other side. We'll make sure, there's some errant foam in that one too. I guess these are artifacts from production. Alright, so get this side in. There we go, there's that snap. Cool. Okay, so assembly of the vertical tail. It's relatively straightforward. It slots in. You'll see it slots in here. So you just get it underneath that lip, push it down, and push it forward. Push those wires in, get those wires secured. There we go. And you'll see there's a slot where it goes in. Okay. And so we'll take those screws and we'll just pop them in there. Okay. That's certainly not going anywhere. Okay, so there is a bit of glue involved with building this plane. So I'm going to use our trusty HobbyKing foam cure, which is a really, really good foam adhesive. And let me sneak back over here to this side. And so we're going to glue the tail section, the horizontal stab, to the tail section here. So, like I said, just going to use some foam cure. And what I like about foam cure, I've discussed this before, is that it allows for a slightly flexible bond between the surfaces, and I kind of like that. It just gives a little give. It's not so stiff, and in my mind that's a good thing, just to again allow a little bit of flexibility, and not like things are flopping around or anything like that, but just enough. All right. Let me just get that in there. And foam cure is the kind of stuff that likes to have a little bit of, you know, like you adhere it, then you pull it apart and adhere it, and kind of just get a little air going, get a little tackiness happening there, and so that's a good thing. So I just work the surface a little bit, just get it moving, and there we go. All right, that side is in really good and solid. Do the same thing on the other side. One thing about it is it's slow moving, so I'm just gonna wait to get it. There we go, get it flowing. I use a fairly liberal amount of this glue. I don't want it to, you know, be squeezing out anywhere or anything like that, but I use a good bit of it. And the other thing I like about foam cure is that if you do get a little bit of excess, you can very easily wipe it off. Okay. And even if you get it on your hands, you can just wipe it right off. It's good like that. Stuff just comes right off. You just rub it. It comes right off your hands or any other surfaces. There's a good bit of dihedral in this tail surface here. I like that. Cool. All right. Tail surfaces are in. I did go a little out of order according to the manual. It says to put the nose cone on first, and now that I've got the glue out, I'm going to go ahead and do that. So here's my nose cone, and these are also scale parts. So nose cone, nice and thick plastic. It's not thin, flimsy stuff. It's good and thick. I like that. And by the way, yes, we do have parts for this plane on the site. So if you unfortunately have a little incident, mishap of some kind, you need parts, we do have them. Okay. Okay, just a bit of glue around the whole thing here. Boom, there we go. And the little slot goes on the bottom. Glue it on there again, you know, a little, you kind of just do it like that, you get a little flex in there. All right, very nice. Okay. Let's close this up. Nice canopy latch there, nice and secure, not going anywhere, not flying off. Love it. Awesome. Okay, let's cap that up. Oh, you know what? While we're here, let's glue in the scale details. So we got some little wing fences here. These appear to be symmetrical, so I guess it doesn't matter which side you put them on. And these guys, these little guys here, they go right here. And you've probably gathered at this point that I did look at the manual just to check a few things, but you know, mainly just to confirm my suspicions about where things go and how they attach and all that stuff. So again, this other wing fence goes here. And these guys go on the tail. These two looking things, everything's backwards, there we go. So those go right in there. So again, these appear to be symmetrical, and they have mold dots on them, so I'm going to put it so the mold dots are on the bottom facing down. So you can do the same thing if you like. Groovy. All right, let's move on to props. We're almost done. We're in the home stretch. All right, so let's see here. We got back plate. Of course, make sure that you align your props correctly. So the hex shape on the back of the hub goes to the back. That goes with the motors. So this is rotating this way, so this prop's going to go on this side. Okay, oops, sorry. Got to put the hub on first, the back plate. There we go, so that just slides on there, and that just slides on there. And then when you screw this on, it secures the whole thing. Couldn't be much easier than that. I love that system, that's great. And actually, before I fly the plane, I will go back and balance my props. I've spoken about this numerous times. I'm going to say it again here. Balance your props. It makes a huge difference in basically everything. The quality of the flight, the sound, the smoothness, obviously everything. It's something you really need to do. So get in the habit. Even brand new props, go ahead and balance them. It's a thing. Okay, got my props and spinners on, so here she is. Looking good. Boy, that's a sharp looking plane, isn't it? Love it. I can't wait to see this thing in the air. Alright, so let's get it on its wheels. So I'll take my trusty servo tester and battery pack here. Alright, here's the gear. Alright, so let's connect the front here. Right now it's a bit of a mishmash of wires, but I will neaten all that up. Alright, gear coming down. There we go. All three gear are down. Wonderful. I'll show you some close-ups of that scale gear. Looks really cool. The suspension works, and yep, good stuff. And it's beefy too. This landing gear is not weak. It's good and secure, so this is going to be great off grass runways and any other kind of surfaces that you're on. Okay. Again, I cannot wait to get this thing in the air. It's going to be awesome. So we can get rid of this stand. There we go. We don't even need a battery up front for her to sit on her wheels. Awesome. Speaking of batteries, this flies on a 4S, anywhere from a 3 to a 4000. I think Stuart was flying it on a 32 or a 3300. So I've got 3000s and 4000s. I'm going to try them both. 4000 obviously give you a little bit more flight time, and yeah, so should be great. I would think that with moderate throttle you can get easy 5-6 minute flight times with this, if not more. So that wraps up the assembly of the Avios 1700mm KingTwin aircraft. You can see it's a beautiful plane. The scale details are fantastic. The foam is nice and smooth, and it feels nice and durable. There's a lot of great features on this plane. Obviously, split flaps, all the scale details on the surfaces here. It's just beautiful looking model. I can't wait to get it in the air. Again, you can refer to Stuart's video to see some flight footage, which is really great. It looks fantastic. Takeoff and landing on a grass field, no problem with that sturdy landing gear, which is awesome. And yeah, so that's about it. If you have any questions about this, please ask in the comment section here of the YouTube video. I try to answer these all personally, so I'll get back to you as soon as I can. We're also active on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and now TikTok as well. You can hit us up there. And also we have 24/7 live chat and also our support ticket system. So if you ever have any questions, concerns, compliments, comments, anything, and you want to talk to us, just reach out to us at support or any one of those other social media outlets I mentioned, and I'll put links to all that stuff coming at the end of this video. And I guess that's about it. It's time to take this baby to the field and get her in the air. So hit like and subscribe, and we'll see you out there. Thanks for watching.